Lemon water is one of the most powerful things that you can drink for your liver and for fat loss. Most people are drinking it plain and have no idea how much more it could do for you by just adding a few ingredients. I've helped over 100,000 people take back control of their health, and the ones who lose fat fastest almost always have one of these drinks as part of their morning routine. So I'm going to show you my top 5 lemon water drinks for fat loss and liver health, ranked from good to best, with the exact recipes and pro tips you need in order to see the results. Number 5. To start, I'm going to show you a drink that helps you burn fat while you sleep. If your blood sugar is bouncing around at night, and for a lot of people over 50 it is, your body is stuck in fat storage mode. It can't tap into your fat burning stores because it's too busy dealing with the blood sugar rise. And that unstable blood sugar keeps your cortisol elevated. That's your stress hormone, and it tells your body to hold on to belly fat, and it's a major reason why a lot of people wake up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning and can't fall back asleep. So your blood sugar crashes, cortisol spikes to compensate, and now you're wide awake. Fortunately, there's a spice that fixes this. Cinnamon. Cinnamon doesn't just fix the blood sugar side, it also brings cortisol down directly, so you're hitting the problem from both ends. When doctors tested cinnamon on 50 people with fatty livers, the group taking it every day saw their insulin resistance drop by 37% in just 12 weeks. Insulin resistance is basically your body ignoring the signal to pull sugar out of your blood. And when that's happening, your body stays stuck in fat storage mode. So a 37% drop means your body is finally listening again, and your liver can start cleansing fat instead of hoarding it. In order to start getting those kind of results, squeeze half a lemon into about 8 to 12 ounces of warm water, add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And when you do, make sure it's Ceylon cinnamon, not the regular kind. Most of what you find in the grocery store is something called cassia cinnamon, and cassia has high levels of a compound called coumarin that can actually stress your liver a little bit if you're using it every day. So I prefer to go the route of Ceylon because it doesn't give that stress. So it just gives you the benefits without the risk. Stir in about 1/2 teaspoon of raw honey. Honey does have natural sugars, so if you're actively trying to lose weight, you can use those other two, stevia or monk fruit. Both taste sweet without spiking the insulin levels too much. Drink this about 30 minutes before bed and let the cinnamon go to work overnight. Number 4, this is the liver fat destroyer. I'm going to show you a drink that cut liver fat by more than half in one study. It works because of a specific type of bacteria living inside your gut right now, and the amount you have is directly connected to how much body fat you carry. People with high levels of this bacteria tend to be leaner, have better blood sugar, carry less belly fat. People with low levels tend to struggle with weight no matter what they do. Most people don't even know that this bacteria even exists, let alone that you can actually feed it and grow it with something that you drink. This bacteria that I'm talking about is called Akkermansia, and the drink that feeds it is apple cider vinegar mixed with lemon water. When researchers tested this in animals with fatty livers, the group getting vinegar saw their liver fat go from 56% all the way down to 20%. It's a big deal because your liver is the organ that decides whether your body stores fat or burns it. If the liver is clogged up, nothing else you do is going to move the needle. So to make this drink, squeeze 1/2 lemon into 8 to 12 ounces of water, room temperature, warm, your call. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. You want to see the cloudy stuff floating around in the bottle. That's called the mother, and that's where the good bacteria lives. If the taste is too strong, again, add some stevia or some monk fruit to take the edge off. Drink this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And one pro tip is use a straw or rinse your mouth with plain water afterwards because the acidity can have an impact on your tooth enamel. You definitely don't want to brush right after using it. Give yourself 30 minutes or so before you do that. Number 3, this next drink triggers the same hormone that drugs like Ozempic are designed to copy. And it does it with something you can buy for a few dollars at any grocery store, chia seeds. When you stir chia seeds into your lemon water, they absorb up to 12 times their weight in liquid and form a thick gel that expands inside your stomach. And that gel does more than just fill you up. It triggers your body to release something called GLP-1. GLP-1 is the hormone that tells your brain you're done eating, you're satisfied, you don't need anymore. It also helps your blood sugar stay steady, which means fewer cravings and less fat storage. Your body already makes GLP-1 on its own, and the fiber from chia seeds helps you make more of it naturally without a prescription. On top of that, researchers found that people adding chia seeds to their diet for just 8 weeks saw their belly fat fat drop and their liver markers improve. So if you want to try this one, squeeze half a lemon into about 12 to 16 ounces of water, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, stir it well, let it sit. It's about 10 to 15 minutes. You want the seeds to fully absorb the water. That's why we do a little bit more water with this one and form that gel before you drink it. Drink this in the morning or about 30 minutes before a meal to help control your appetite. Number 2, now this next drink does something none of the other ones can do. It actually changes the type of fat in your body. You might not know this, but you actually have 2 kinds of fat. White fat is the stuff you can see and pinch. The belly, the love handles just sits there. But you also have brown fat. And brown fat is the opposite. It burns calories all day long like a furnace running in the background. The more brown fat you have, the more calories you burn doing absolutely nothing. So the question is, how to get more of it? That's where cayenne pepper comes in. Cayenne pepper has a compound called capsaicin, and when you consume it, it flips a switch on your white fat cells that starts converting them into brown fat cells. You're literally turning storage fat into calorie burning fat. If you then add ginger on top of that, it does something similar through a completely different route. It flips your metabolism from store everything mode into burn everything mode. When researchers gave people the active ingredient in ginger, they gained nearly 29% less weight on a high-fat diet. So if you combine these into a single drink, you've got 2 ingredients attacking the same goal from 2 different directions. In order to make it, squeeze half a lemon into 8 to 12 ounces of warm water, add an 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, start small because it's spicy, then grate about a 1/2 inch of the flesh of ginger root, or use a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Drink this one in the morning before breakfast. The warm water helps pull out more of the good stuff from the cayenne and the ginger. Spicy morning coming your way if that one suits your palate. Let's go to number 1. The number 1 drink on this list is here because it does something no other drink can match. It multiplies how much fat your body burns during a workout. In one study, women who drank matcha green tea every day for 3 weeks burned 35% more fat during a walk than the group that didn't. The same walk, the same effort, 35% more fat gone just because of what they were drinking. But that's not the only reason this is number 1. This is the only drink on this entire list where doctors actually took CT scans of people's livers before and after and confirmed the fat inside the liver went down. Actual images showing the fat going down. The compound behind all of this is called EGCG, and it's found in green tea. But here's what most people don't know. If you switch from regular green tea to matcha, you get up to 3 times more of the EGCG. That's because with matcha, you're drinking the whole leaf that's been finely ground into a powder instead of just steeping a tea bag and throwing the leaves away. So you're getting everything the leaf has to offer. The drink is called matcha lemonade, and the way you make it is by squeezing half a lemon into about 8 to 12 ounces of water. Sometimes I go all the way up to 16 ounces. I usually do this cool, cold, or even with ice. Whisk in 1 teaspoon of matcha powder until it's fully dissolved. You don't want any clumping. You can add in a scoop of stevia or monk fruit, or I like to add my sweetened electrolytes. So now I'm getting electrolytes and the matcha all together. It's a great early afternoon pick-me-up drink to rehydrate everything, and that matcha has a little bit of caffeine and L-theanine to help you focus and energize you, way healthier than an energy drink. And if you're in the middle of trying to lose weight, using electrolytes that are stevia or monk fruit based, or just using some stevia or monk fruit in general, can give you that sweetness without overly spiking the insulin levels. Now, if you want to switch it up, you can also make my wife's favorite, Nurse Livingood's matcha latte, where you just whisk 1 scoop of matcha powder into about 8 to 12 ounces of warm to hot water, not boiling, just warm to hot, until it's smooth and frothy. Add in or stir in a scoop of our vanilla collagen. We have a stevia-based one. We have a monk fruit-based one. So now you have protein, which serves as the creamer because it's collagen. It has some of that stevia or monk fruit with it. You can also then add in, you don't really need it, a splash of milk, your favorite one, coconut, or a splash of regular if you need it. And you can squeeze a half a lemon in if you want a little bit of liver support on top of that. Drink this about 30 to 60 minutes minutes before a workout or kind of mid-morning to get the most out of the fat burning effect. Even on days you're not exercising, drinking it in the morning still gives your liver a dose of what it needs to keep clearing fat. Now, the matcha latte has fiber involved with it to support the liver. Even if you don't add some of the lemon in, it still has a good effect. But either the matcha lemonade or the matcha latte, either one of those we make with our matcha and moringa mix. I'll put a link for that below so you know the exact one that my wife uses for the latte, the exact one I use for the lemonade, and you can check that out. Now, here's what a lot of people don't realize. You can drink all 5 of these and still not get results if you're making your lemon water wrong. Use the wrong temperature, the wrong amount, or drinking it at the wrong time can actually work against you. Some of these mistakes can even damage your liver instead of helping it. So in my other video, I break down the top 5 lemon water mistakes that can hurt your liver and stall your fat loss. If you're going to be drinking lemon water every day, which I do, you need to see this video. This video has already been viewed by more than 1 million people. I will include a link to that here. Click to watch it next, and I'll see you there.